welcome to the Cardinal Stadium for CTN's live coverage of the season opener as we kick off the 2022 prep football season. The Coon Rapids Cardinals host the Brainerd Lumberjacks. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro here, and Howie, always exciting to get the season underway.
You know, it really is, and these two teams played last year, and unfortunately the Cardinals came out on the wrong end of a 21-6 victory for Brainerd, but this is a different team. I mean, it's built a little bit differently. They don't have the size maybe they had last year, but they have those skill position players, and they have that athleticism and speed that will carry them this season.
Yeah, Brainerd finished 500, but like the Cardinals, they played a 5A schedule, had to play in a 6A tournament, so they too came all the way down from Brainerd to face Minnetonka in the first round and ended their season in the first round of that 6A playoff. But they had a pretty senior-dominated team, but their quarterback was a junior last year. He comes in ready to lead again this year. It's
Marcello Getty, and he's really good, and he leads this squad. He had, I believe, a little over 1,100 yards passing and 11 touchdown passes last year. And as Coach Rustin said, as he goes, we're really going to have to limit him. We're going to have to limit what he does. He's going to get his yards, but if they can limit him and then stop the run, they've got a really good opportunity here tonight.
And Brainerd is a very balanced attack. They're going to run the ball. They're going to pass the ball. They are going to keep the defense guessing. On the flip side, Coon Rapids lost a great running back in David Jeebley, but they had the emergence of a sophomore talent in every position. Kaijon Cummings-Coleman kind of had an amazing sophomore year, both on football and basketball, really showcased his abilities, and he'll be one to watch all season long.
C-squared, as we love to call him, he has no lack of confidence. I was an opportunity to get to camp about 3 times this season so far, and he loves to talk to his teammates. He loves to challenge them, but the biggest thing is he can back all that up. He is so good. His athleticism is off the charts, and he's going to be a lot of fun to watch tonight, Joe.
Well, and Kingsley Freeman, who takes over as the running back, has a lot of speed. He's a track star at Coon Rapids, and he's hoping his offensive line can open some big holes and let him run big gains. But they will be looking to get number 2 the ball in space as much as they can.
There's head coach Jason Freed. Had a nice opportunity to talk with him at length the other day, and he's pretty excited. You know, they too graduated. They graduated a large senior class. They have 4 returning starters on each side of the ball, but they have a veteran at every level. A good defensive lineman, a good linebacker, and a couple good defensive backs that will try and lead them defensively. And then as we've talked to them about their quarterback, awfully good, and their head coach, Nick Russin. Nick, I got a chance to talk to him before the game. He couldn't be any more excited about this opener, and his team came out really fired up, and they are very athletic, and we're going to see their defense on the field first.
Patro set to kick it away, and this season is off and going. This is into the end zone for a touchback. Wyckoff was hoping for a return, but no chance as he had to dance into the red. And Brainerd will start from their own 20-yard line.
Now, Patro, one of the captains of this team, and you know, we talked about it. I got a chance to do the preview, and he was one of the captains. We talked to him, and I can't remember the last time a kicker was a captain of this football team, and that's really cool to see.
So the Warriors will take over on offense from their own 20-yard line, and they will start out of the shotgun. Damon Bento, who is in the backfield with Getty, did get a fair amount of carries last season, and he'll get the opening touch here. He's tripped up immediately, a gain of 2 off the left side.
Coach Freed told me, he says, we really want to settle into the tempo of this game early. We want to get some points in the first quarter. We want to put the pressure on Coon Rapids in their building, in their house, and see what we can do about getting that early lead.
Well, it was a defensive game last time when they played up in Brainerd. The big difference really was the 2 turnovers by Coon Rapids. Pitch is going to go to Wyckoff, running around the left side. He's tracked down and dropped after a short gain. It'll set up 3rd and about 6.
But I think one of the keys for this Cardinal defense is tackling and making sure you bring that ball carrier down. And you've seen on those first 2 plays do a nice job not letting the ball carrier get away, and a great opportunity for a 3rd and relatively long play here.
Edward Tabla making the tackle. to force 3rd and 6. Getty out of the shotgun. Straight drop, looks to his left, dumps off a little screen to Bento. He's got room, a first down and more, out near midfield before he's forced out of bounds. And a big first down as Hunter Allen gets up a little slow and a little limpy.
Oh, look at the protection. Look at all the white jerseys out front leading the way for him and allow him to gain that positive yardage. Nice little stutter step up there to jump over a Cardinal defender to get a couple extra yards. But yeah, nice play on 3rd down.
Marked out at the 41-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Out of the shotgun again is Getty. Handoff goes to Bento, running left, has some blocks across the 45, out close to the 47, a gain of 6.
Well, Joe, you talked about it. This is a balanced ball club offensively. You know, they don't rely just on their quarterback to throw the ball. They like to run the ball, and they like to run to set up the pass. And we'll see what this on this drive if they do a little bit more of that. We saw the short passes. I mean, of course, in the first game, you want to kind of get used to things and maybe throw those short passes to try and get an opportunity to open up the field for yourselves.
2 receivers out wide to the right on 2nd and 4. Man goes in motion, a flag flies, and this is going to back him up 5. Oh, it's encroachment.
Oh, it is.
Coon Rapids lined up offside.
Gives him a first down.
And it'll put him across midfield into Coon Rapids territory.
Just a quick jump up front by those big guys on the defensive line for the Cardinals.
Heard Coach Nienaber from the sideline. You're lining up offside. 1st and 10 from the Coon Rapids 48. Getty throws a quick bubble screen to the right side for Merseth. Merseth dragged down and dropped after a gain of about 5. Quick recovery from Hunter Allen.
Yeah, Hunter Allen did a nice job of coming in from his position to go over there and make sure he brought the ball carrier down. Hunter Allen, one of the inside linebackers starting here tonight for the Cardinals.
Warriors on the move, the opening possession. Handoff goes to Bento, wants that left side, trying to bounce it out. Good recovery from Coon Rapids, stops him after a gain of 2. It'll set up 3rd and 3. And you can see they want to feed him the ball early and often.
You saw Mark Manders that time come in from a safety position and make the play.
Sean Sullivan there on the tackle as well. Big 3rd down here for the Warriors. Handoff Bento right up the middle. Big hole. 1st down inside the 25 and close to the 20-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 21, a gain of 20 yards.
Key right now for Brainerd is they're doing a really nice job up front. And look at the body on bodies, opening up holes for Bento as he's able to make great yardage on that play.
Logan Ness with the tackle, but he wasn't touched for 15 yards.
No, I mean the key is get those big bodies on other bodies and open holes.
Bento, another carry, dancing through the middle, cuts to his left, finds room, has another first down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line, 1st and goal.
So far, a very impressive opening drive for the Warriors. You see, again, look at the hole he has to run through. Does a nice job of realizing where the most space was on the field. And again, just keeping his legs moving forward, making sure he picks up some additional yardage.
20-yard carry followed by a 13-yard carry. They'll go back to Bento again, gets behind those big bodies. Not a lot there up the middle this time. Stopped just shy of the 5-yard line, a gain of 2.
Well, this is a test for the Cardinal defense. See if they can keep him out of the end zone.
And he has been the workhorse here. He's got 6 carries and a reception on this drive for the Warriors. 2nd and goal from the 6. Run a little counter, and the ball's on the turf, and the Cardinals have it. Logan Ness falling on the loose ball. I didn't see who got it away from Bento.
I think it was Onda that made the play to strip the ball, and Ness falling on it is a huge, huge play for the Cardinal defense because the Warriors were pretty much doing what they wanted to. We're going to see it again here. Again, yeah, that's just
great strip.
That was a great strip by Eric Onda. Yep.
And Coon Rapids will take over from their own 10-yard line. And we talked about it, that meeting last season was very defensive. Yep. Nobody scored in the first quarter. And the big difference was Coon Rapids with 2 turnovers. They forced the turnover here early. Handoff up the middle. Kingsley Freeman stopped for a very short gain.
Well, it'll be interesting with Jacob Maddock getting his first start. He's a junior. And, Coach Rustin said, we're going to just work him in slow. We're going to give him some easy things to open up the offense. Just those quick little passes, maybe something out to his running back and Kingsley, or get a guy like C Squared open, maybe an out pattern or across the middle, but something that they can, maybe a little shorter pass that can kind of give him a little confidence in his passing game as well.
Going to roll him out, a quarterback sweep to the right side, and he's hit hard and forced out of bounds after another very short gain.
Oh, now it's going to be a situation here with 3rd and long, an opportunity to see what he can do. His protection up front has to be good. The Cardinals aren't as big maybe as they've been in a couple past years in terms of size up front. But this is going to be the first test for that young man here.
3rd and 9 from the shadow of their own goal line, and they drew him off sides, and that'll get them a little bit more manageable 3rd down.
Yeah, the hard count got him. So the player on the edge jumped.
Well, certainly not surprising to see guys fired up and a little bit jumpy opening night. So it'll make it 3rd and 4 from the 16. Maddock looking over to get the final adjustment from the sideline. Play action, pass complete. Smith-Jackson with a big hole out to midfield.
And those are the kind of plays that they want to get Maddock an opportunity on. Again, that quick throw across the middle, and you let your athletes do the rest of the work for you. Just a beautiful play to get out from the shadow of your own goal line.
Jackson Smith was all alone, just nobody there to cover him out to the 50-yard line. Gain of 34 yards. Handoff goes to Freeman, no hole in the middle. He'll pick up 2 into Warrior territory.
Cardinals really want to get that running game going here tonight as well. And the thought with getting Maddox some quick, easy throws is Brainerd tends to play a soft coverage. So until they start moving some people up, they're going to try and work underneath and work to the outside, quick throws to the outside.
Maddox will work out of the shotgun again. He's got Freeman in the backfield with him. Split end and 2 receivers on the left. Cummings Coleman all alone on the right. That's where he's going, deep downfield, just out of his reach. He had his man beat as he got behind Brandon Stark, but he couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, and you can see the frustration on Kaijan. With Kaijan, he knew that he had that ball, and that went off his hands. That was a catchable ball. You're going to see it again. Yeah, that's a ball he should have caught, and he knows that. And so he'll catch that next one.
But now Coon Rapids in another 3rd and long situation, this time not from the shadow of their own end zone. However,
I think with the Cardinal, they're skill players. They've got the speed to get behind the defense.
Maddock rolls, throws, picked off, and returned into Coon Rapids territory. That was right into the chest of Darren Tumpkin.
Yeah, again, there are a lot of white jerseys where he threw that ball, and again, Tumpkin did a really nice job of just making sure he stepped in front of that pass. You're going to see, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm not sure he was. It looked like.
Well, the pass was intended for Dominic Ullman.
Yep. But there were too many white jerseys.
A lot of white jerseys.
So far, turnovers on both first drives by each team.
And Brainerd will start their second drive from the Coon Rapids 49-yard line. Pitch goes to Wyckoff, running around the right side, hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss.
It was Elijah Tabla.
The defense is going to be fired up after forcing that turnover on the last drive deep in their own end. Gave up a couple of those big plays, the 17-yard reception, the 20-yard run, the 13-yard run. They bent, but they did not break.
That is correct.
2nd and 11. Handoff goes to Bento, left side. Not a lot there. He's back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, so now a 3rd and long situation for the Warriors. And this is where you're relying on your veteran quarterback in Getty.
Threw just 2 passes on their opening drive. This is their longest 3rd down yet. They were 2 for 2 on 3rd down in their opening drive. Pressured is the quarterback. He's able to get it to Sibneski, and Sibneski has a first down inside the 30 to the 28.
Yeah, and Getty took a huge hit. He's in a little bit of pain. And again, I mean, look at the job he does stepping up and then finding a receiver.
And Sibneski just able to sit in the middle of the zone and show the quarterback his number. And it's a gain of 21 yards. First and 10 from the 28. Getty adjusting at the line, drops back, has Bento in the backfield with him. Wyckoff goes in motion right to left. Handoff goes to Bento. Nice hold, dragged down by Logan Ness, but able to pick up 6, maybe 7.
Again, they're trying to continue to be a balanced offense, mixing some passing with some runs. But you know, Bento is such a good force there. He's doing a really nice job of limiting Coon Rapids' opportunities by picking up first downs.
And Brainerd is not wasting time. Wyckoff in motion again. Pitch goes to him around the left side. Cuts back, has a first down and more inside the 10. And dragged out of bounds near the 7-yard line by Hunter Allen.
Again, the key there is that fact that the guys from Brainerd up front are getting out to the outside and leading the way. I mean, you look at the white jerseys there, putting hats on hats.
Gain of 15. They mark him down at the 6.
And again, they're knocking at the door. And you certainly can't rely on turnovers every time in these types of situations.
Straight snap to Holbrook. Holbrook runs into the middle and just nothing there. The Cardinal defense stands strong. They went with a wildcat formation and just put everybody on the line, but amounts to just 1 yard. 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll stay with Holbrook and Bento in the backfield. Holbrook going to try and run to the left. He's in trouble and dropped for a loss back at the 9-yard line. It'll set up 3rd and goal from there.
Yeah, that certainly did not fool anybody.
And I think at this point we'll see Getty doing the signal calling again. First guy there was Edward Tabla. He's been around the ball a lot already.
He has.
In this opening quarter. Oh, they put the ball at the 8. 3rd and goal. Getty. Handoff. Bento. Reverse inside, and it's stopped immediately. Just nowhere for Holbrook to go. And it'll be 4th and goal.
I believe Brainerd called. Yeah,
Took
they
the
called the
timeout.
timeout. Yep. Talk about things here.
Ball at the 8-yard line still.
On 4th down.
At first, the offense was running off, I thought maybe they were going to come out and try and kick a field goal.
I thought so as well.
Not something you see in high school football very often, but we've talked about it over the years. If you have a reliable place kicker, it can be a huge weapon for a high school football team.
Absolutely.
But early on in a scoreless game, inside the 10, it's almost always going to be 4-down territory.
A big stop by a potential big stop by the defense coming up.
Oh,
here.
They are going to kick the
they
field
are.
goal.
Yep, they are.
So it'll be a 24-yard attempt for Bennett Bernander. Kick is up, off the iron, and no good.
So that's the Warriors knocking at the door on their first 2 drives. One drive stopped by a great strip of the ball and a recovery by the Cardinals, and the second one, a missed field goal.
This is a line drive boot. I mean, it
looked like, well, yeah, I mean, it just, the way the wind was blowing, I don't know how much the effect the wind was, but it literally sailed left and hit the post.
And so Coon Rapids will take over with 2:05 remaining in the opening quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 20. I mean, that distance-wise, if it doesn't hit the goalpost, it looked like he could have booted that from 35 yards. Handoff, Kingsley Freeman looking for a hole, cuts up, and he's going to gain about 3, maybe 4 off the left side. And so far, Brainerd's run defense has been solid.
The key for the Cardinals, they've got to get guys out the second level, putting blocks on defenders to open up that opportunity for the run game for the Cardinals.
Second and 6. Pair of receivers on either side for Maddock. Man in motion is Smith. Play action. The pass too high for Smith, off his fingertips, incomplete.
Yeah, I like the thought. And again, if that ball was just a little bit lower, that's a 1st down for Coon Rapids. But just a little bit too much on it.
And instead, it's a 3rd and medium at 3rd and 6. He's got a Shapiro starter stash.
Yeah. Yeah, that ball just.
And Coon Rapids fortunate that there wasn't a safety there to pick it off after the tip.
Oh, he's good
from Jackson Smith.
The starter stash.
Smith lined up in the slot on the right. Bad snap. Maddock able to pick it up. Trying to get out of trouble. He's forced out of bounds. Back at the 17-yard line. And Coon Rapids will be forced to punt.
Yeah, and that's just a youngster that needs to know that he's got to get rid of that ball and just save that extra yardage.
Just throw it out. He just couldn't get his feet set.
Yep.
So Patra will handle the punting as well. Wyckoff back, standing just on his side of midfield. Patru, good boot. Fair catch called for and made at about the 47-yard line. So the Warriors will start once again with great field position. 1:06 to go in the opening frame. Well, after starting their first possession at the 20 and marching down to goal to go, they started just into Coon Rapids territory second time, marched down to goal to go, failed field goal. And now they start from their own 48, play action, rolling out and throwing complete. And Wyckoff forced out of bounds just shy of a first down as Getty showed off his ability to roll.
Yeah, and Cardinals defense trying to make an effort to get to him, but good block there by Bento. Allows him to get that extra time and find his receiver.
So 2nd and 1 from the Coon Rapids 43-yard line. Handoff, Bento, he's got the first down. Not a whole lot more. He's across the 40 to the 39, a gain of 4. And I was surprised when they got to that goal-to-go situation the last possession, they didn't continue to ride the train.
Right.
That is Damon Bento.
I was surprised as well.
Because it has been moving. Getty wants to pass, throws left, pass is complete, but Sipneski is hit and dropped immediately after a gain of a yard.
Yeah, good job there. That Getty was looking for a receiver, couldn't find Bento, and so he throws it to the outside. As you mentioned, short gain on first down.
And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. No score between Brainerd and Coon Rapids. The Warriors have threatened a couple of times, but they've come up empty in 2 goal-to-go situations. They've got it in Cardinal territory when we start the second quarter after this.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Back at the Cardinals Stadium, no score between Coon Rapids and Brainerd in this season opener. Brainerd came away victorious at their place to start the season last year. Coon Rapids hoping they can repay the favor. A pitch goes to Bento, running right, gets his shoulders square, gets ahead to the 35-yard line, a gain of 3. It'll set up 3rd and 6.
Again, the Cardinals just trying to get to that outside and limit Bento on what he's doing. That time a couple of Cardinals converge after he picked up a few yards, but again put him in a 3rd down, and it's it's, I won't say it's an easy situation, but it's an opportunity here, 3rd and relatively short for the Warriors. See if they can continue this drive. I'm assuming
4 down territory for
yep.
sure. Unless they lose yardage here. Getty, straight drop, wants to set up a screen, picked off! Therefore, it is Edward Tabla. We talked about him being around the ball a lot already, and that one, much like the interception that Maddox threw earlier, was right into the chest of an opposing player.
Yeah, and look at the defensive front. I mean, look at the pressure they put on him coming in, and again, just an ill-advised pass by Getty.
Second turnover forced by the Cardinal defenders early in this ball game. Coon Rapids takes over from its own 39-yard line. Cardinals going to be called for delay of game. The institution of the play clock. We haven't talked about that yet.
Right.
A new feature to high school football.
And that's something that all athletes are going to have to get used to, quite obviously.
And especially for Coon Rapids that likes to, wait and change the play at the last minute. Maddock in some trouble, rolls, trying to find room to get away. He's wrapped up, stopped, and finally the whistle blows. He's going to be stopped for a sack back at the 31-yard line. It's going to be second and a whole lot, second and 18.
Not the way they wanted to start this drive, quite obviously. They started with a penalty and that broken play right there, as Maddock can't get away.
Well, and we've seen that. Coon Rapids' offensive line may be a little bit undersized.
They are. No, they are.
And the Warriors' defensive line, very aggressive, have been able to get through and pressure the Cardinal quarterback. And on plays like that, it takes a little longer to develop. Could be trouble. This pass complete to Dominic Oleman. He's taken down back near the original line of scrimmage, but it'll be 3rd and long.
Oh, now you're an opportunity to test your junior quarterback and see what he can do in this 3rd and long situation. 3rd and 11. Then gets the quick pass out to Oleman.
Well, we've seen him complete a couple of those quick passes. The one to Jackson Smith came up for big yardage. But, as we were just talking about, you can't have those slow developing plays. They're just not getting the time. Oleman has the reception, but hit and dropped immediately. They'll give him forward progress to the 41, but it'll be 4th and about 8.
Yeah, and again, just a nice play. I believe that was that Brandon Stark again? No, that was Ryan Kennedy.
And Patru back on to punt for the 2nd time today. Dylan Wyckoff standing just inside his own 25-yard line. Patru able to get pretty good distance and force a fair catch first time. This is a good high kick taken at the 24 by Wyckoff. Looking for room, spun around and stopped after a return of about 5 yards. The Warriors will start from their own 29-yard line.
We haven't really even talked about as well as the Cardinals' new uniforms. I really like them.
You are a bit biased, however. They're going to mark him out to the 30. So again, good field position for the Warriors. I'm just trying to be a little.
Are you saying
honest.
I'm a homer?
A little bit.
A little bit. That's okay. I'll live up to all of that.
Getty and the Warriors come out 1st and 10 from their own 30. High snap gets away from him. He chases it down and just falls on it. Back inside the 15. This is going to be a huge loss on 1st down.
And I think both coaches will say, neither team is playing the way they want them to here. And granted, it is the first game of the season, and you're working on things, and you can scrimmage all you want, but it's not the same as live action. Again, that snap just got away.
Loss of 16 yards will make it 2nd and 26 from their own 14. 2 receivers wide to the left for Getty. He's got Bento in the backfield with him. Flags fly.
That's movement.
And that's going to back him up even further. Second and 31. Not a lot in the playbook for 2nd and 31 from your own 9-yard line.
No, definitely not. Those are the kind you got to drop in the dirt.
And it'll be interesting to see what Coach Dienaber dials up from the offense or from the defense.
Put pressure on him. I like it.
Again, 2 receivers wide to the left. Nobody covering the slot man Wyckoff, who has shown that he's got speed. Handoff goes to Bento, and Cardinals swarm him. He's able to sneak through, but not for a lot. He's out to the 11. It'll be 3rd and a very long. They had him stopped up line of scrimmage, maybe even behind, but he was able to find his way out for a couple.
Well, you tell your defense, just make sure you keep everything in front of you. Do not allow a first down in this situation. I mean, granted, it's a long way to go, but
Getty out of the shotgun, low snap, hands off to Bento. Bento off the right side out to about the 18-yard line, but 4th and forever, they'll be forced to punt for the first time tonight.
Yeah, again, the Cardinal defense steps up, doesn't allow them to get into their rhythm, obviously.
Helped considerably by the 16-yard loss on the bad snap.
Yeah, and then the penalty right after that.
Right. So on 4th and 22, Brainerd punting for the first time. Ryan Kennedy standing at his own 5-yard line.
Cardinals should have good field position.
This one's blocked. And it's fallen on at the 37-yard line. Make it the 36 is where they will mark it. And the Coon Rapids Cardinals in plus territory for the first time.
Is that Ness?
Logan Ness getting in and getting a hand on it.
That's what you teach him. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Make sure you get an opportunity, because those kind of plays can happen, and they certainly did for Coon Rapids.
So great field position for Maddock and the Cardinals. Play action. They get it to Kaijan in the flat. Kaijan, stiff arm, but has to fight for a gain of a yard.
And that's where you rely on your fellow receivers to hold blocks and let an athlete like Kaijan Cummings-Coleman get some space and then get a full head of speed, because he is certainly a talented player, and he definitely has the wheels to do it.
Well, and we saw him when David Jeebley was injured last year.
Yep.
We saw him drop back and play out of the backfield, and he was just as dangerous from the tailback position. They're going to go empty backfield on 2nd and 9. Coleman in motion, gets the short pitch, trying to get around the corner, cuts up, has room, a first down, and he's tackled at the 20-yard line after a gain of 15.
Yeah, and again, uses that speed. Once he's able to cut to the edge and then turn up field, he was able to pick up all that positive yardage to move the sticks.
And I suppose that's technically a pass and catch for 15 yards, so it helps Maddox's numbers. But most importantly, Coon Rapids has a first down at the Warrior 20-yard line. Freeman gets the carry right up the gut. Not a lot there as the
ball's out.
And the ball came out.
I think they're going to mark him down. Are they going to mark him down?
The Warriors are celebrating, and they have it.
Boy, it's been a mistake-filled game on both sides of the ball. For both teams, I should say.
2 turnovers each now. See, they held him up. And ball is definitely out. Brainerd will take over at its own 19-yard line.
You see the time remaining in the first half, 5:09. Still no score in this contest.
Getty hands off to Bento. Bento tripped up and dropped for no gain. Cardinal defense swarming.
Yeah, it was Eric Onda. Yep.
Forced the fumble earlier,
and
on that opening possession.
He was key on that tackle right there for no gain.
So 2nd and 10. Cardinals show blitz. Getty throws over the middle, pass is complete to Nolan Johnson. He's got a first down out to the 30.
Yeah, just a three-step drop and a quick throw across the middle of the field.
Well, and the Cardinals are leaving that slot receiver
they are.
unmarked at the line of scrimmage. And that quick slant, you will be vulnerable to it all day long if you're not going to pick him up at the line of scrimmage. Handoff goes to Bento, big hole, cuts it upfield, has another first down, breaks away, and he may be gone. Cardinals trying to catch him, not a chance. He's going 70 yards for the score, and the Brainerd Warriors are on the board first.
Again, it's just poor tackling that allowed him to do that. You've got to get him. You've got to get a hand on him, bring him down, and give Bento credit. He's had a nice game so far, and he is continuing to show why he's that starter. I mean, you're going to see here, there's an opportunity for a tackle there and a couple of tackles there. You just can't, you've got to bring him down. You can't let him get past. And that was the key for that score for the Warriors, and they will get on the board here first.
So Brainerd, who nailed the upright from 24 yards.
He did nail it.
This one is blocked and no good.
Now
Cardinals with great penetration.
Yeah, and we'll see if that comes back to bite them here later as this game continues. Take another look at. Oh, this is the touchdown, and again, you're bouncing off defenders. You have to bring him down. But
and he shows his speed once he gets into the open field.
Once he got in the open field, it was over. Nobody was going to catch him. But right there, you have to wrap your arms around him.
Yeah, both Manders and Elijah Tabla had the opportunity. He eludes them both. And was it Edward Tabla that got a hand on the extra point attempt?
I believe so.
Again, he's been all over the ball.
He has. Give a shout out to my good buddy Mike Shuno, who's watching our game. Sent us a text and says Joe Young's the best in the business. And Mike, I agree with you. He is the best in the business.
Your check's in the mail. Well, we've seen Brainerd. He's got a pretty good leg. His first chance to kick it off a tee now. He's had two that have failed to go through the uprights.
Oh, ball's off the tee. It's a little windy here tonight. Not major, but enough to knock that ball off the tee.
Quick strike, just 3 plays to go 81 yards in just a minute and 23 seconds.
They're going to have somebody hold it. That ball will not stay on the tee. Those pesky footballs.
Noah Hines will do the honors. And Brainerd, a high end-over-end kick. Oleman will let it go, and it's halfway into the end zone.
Well, now with 3:46 left, let's see how the Cardinals respond to that score by Brainerd.
Well, I've got to give a shout-out to my buddy Jim Pack, who's also watching, and he also thinks I'm the best, but he's very biased. And his check's in the mail as well.
He's very true. He's a good man.
I agree. Cardinals 1st and 10 from their own 20. 3:46 to go in the opening half. Handoff will go to Freeman, and nothing there. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. But again, that Brainerd defensive line has controlled the point of attack.
If the Cardinals are going to be successful tonight, they must find a way to run the football. And again, they've got to figure out what they need to do to open some holes.
That was Caleb Lang filling the hole and making sure that Freeman wasn't getting away.
Yeah, he's 6'6", 255, Caleb Lang. He's got some size to him.
He's a little bit bigger than Kingsley.
Yeah, I would say, and he was able to flip him over to take him down.
Kingsley's listed at 5'9", 180.
Yeah, I'd say it's a
Play
little different.
action. That pass is deflected, intended for Oleman. Falls incomplete. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, anytime you're in third and long situation, it's going to make it difficult for the offense.
Especially with Brainerd now fired up.
Yep.
They may get the ball back here with a couple of timeouts in their pocket and an opportunity to add to the lead before the half.
Yeah, plenty of time. 2:55 remaining in the first half.
Empty backfield. Maddock throws left, nearly intercepted and should have been. Brandon Stark just had a pick six go right through his fingers.
I'm not sure if that ball was tipped a little bit.
Well, and I think it was just miscommunication, as that was the receiver ran up and he was expecting him to run out, and there you see it. I mean, nothing but end zone in front of Brandon Stark. And the Cardinals go 3 and out. We'll have to give it right back to the Red Hot Warriors.
Yeah, and they only took 5 seconds off the clock on that play.
And only about 45 seconds off the clock on the entire drive. This one will be downed in Coon Rapids territory at the 47. Great field position for Brainerd.
My buddy Mike thanked us for the shout out, and he said to tell Joe that he'll be looking for that check. Mike, don't hold your breath.
So Brainerd with a great opportunity here to open up a lead. They know they have to give the ball to Coon Rapids to start the second half, but if they could take a 2-score lead into the locker room, that would be huge.
Huge.
Handoff goes to Bento. He finds a way through, and again, another big run down the right sidelines, forced out of bounds inside the 20, down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 30. Well, 29, but we're rounding.
And again, I mean, he's having a great first half, no doubt about that. I mean, he's got that speed to the outside. We saw it on his touchdown run, the kind of speed that he actually has, and he's able to gain that corner.
Scott Billy is also watching, and he's wants to get in on the check train.
I'm telling you, Joe, you're going to go broke tonight.
Handoff goes to Bento again. Another big hole off tackle to the right. He's going to be close to another first down inside the 10. We'll have to see where they mark it. Gentlemen, the checks may be rubber.
Yeah.
They may bounce like a Super Bowl. They're going to say he's just a yard shy, a gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Well, Joe's going to send you everybody cash, but it's going to have Joe's picture on the bill. So I wouldn't try to spend it.
And Aaron is asking, what happened to all the Monopoly money?
How come all the
Hand off
hundreds
to
are gone?
Bento again. This time he's hitting the backfield, lunges forward for a short gain. Looks like he'll still be just a bit shy of the first down. Call it no gain, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, clock continues to run. We're under 2 minutes now. Plenty of time for Brainerd here to add to their lead.
They would be just fine getting the first down and taking
Yeah.
their time to get into the end zone.
Oh, absolutely would.
And not leaving anything for Coon Rapids. Handoff this time to Holbrook, and Holbrook is down inside the 5. He's got it 1st and goal.
So just
Gain of 5.
I was going to say, doing a good job of holding the defenders up, allowing him to pick up that first down and some additional.
Bento back on the field and in the backfield. on 1st and goal. He'll get the carry right up the middle. Touchdown, Brainerd.
I give the Warriors credit. They take advantage of the fact of that good field position by forcing a 3-and-out on the Cardinal offense. And then they put another score on the board. I would assume they'll go for 2 here.
It would make sense.
Yep.
There you saw the big hole, and once he's got the momentum, there was little chance. Edward Tabla able to get some hands on him, but he was not to be denied. They will line up to go for 2. Getty with Bendo in the backfield. Looks to throw, passes, knocked down again by Edward Tabla.
Not bad time. I mean, again, we've seen some really nice bright spots from this Cardinal team yet, but offensively they just can't develop a rhythm yet.
2 blocked extra points, 1 on a kick, 1 on a pass attempt. Also have the blocked punt. Not to mention the 2 forced turnovers. There you see Edward Tabla just getting in there and
he's everywhere.
Getting up. Well, and I believe we never saw the replay of the blocked kick extra point, but I believe that was Edward Tabla as well. Logan Ness had the blocked punt. But any way you look at it, 2 turnovers on each side, but Brainerd has a 12-0 lead with just over a minute remaining in the first half. Brainerd, a short kick this time, taken by Oleman from the 10. Good blocking up that left sideline. He's out across the 30 and close to the 33-yard line.
We'll take another look at that block kick, Joe. They got their hand on it. Still couldn't tell from that. They're telling us in the truck it could have been Logan Ness. And he's had a nice night, a nice first half as well.
So Coon Rapids takes over, 1st and 10 from their own 32, 55 seconds left. They do have all 3 timeouts. They have 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And Maddock chased out of the pocket, looking upfield, still on his feet. He's going to have a first down out across the 44 to the 45-yard line, a gain of 15.
Yeah, I'm not sure if something that was a design play, or the fact that he just didn't see anybody he wanted to throw to and decided to take off, and I think that was the case.
Yeah, a nice cutback move and avoids some tackles.
Making sure you protect that football.
Bubble screen goes to Kyjon Cummings-Coleman. He's looking for the sideline, and he'll have another first down into Brainerd territory, out of bounds, just shy of the 40-yard line.
And that's what we talked about. Get the ball in his hands, and he makes things happen. If you do a good job of blocking, as your receivers on the outside get an opportunity to block for him, he's going to make things happen, and he's going to get to that second level.
Well, and you saw him kind of stutter step there a little bit and change speeds. He is lined up in the slot on the left side this time on 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Kingsley Freeman up the middle. Not a lot there, a gain of 2, and Coon Rapids will call a timeout.
So Cardinals, as you mentioned, with a little over 20 seconds remaining in the half, going to call a timeout, talk about things. Coach Russin trying to draw something up, see what his offense can do. Sudden Sam Carver on the sideline.
I was just going to say something about Coach Carver. Welcome back.
Yes, welcome
Carver.
back, Carver.
I think it's great that he's back. He's working in the school. He's
absolutely
coaching basketball, which makes a lot of sense, and football, where Everyone asked when Sam was in high school, why are you not on the field? He was front row at every football game.
Every football game.
But he wasn't on the field, and obviously he's got the size, but it just wasn't his thing. But there he is, coaching him up. And a good role model for kids. A great guy.
Oh, for sure.
Great family.
No question.
So 2nd and 7 from the 38. Straight drop for Maddock. He tried to throw the screen for Freeman. It was well over his head. Incomplete, and that's okay because I don't think he would have had much, and the Cardinals would have been forced to burn another timeout if he couldn't get to the sideline.
Well, I don't think he would have gotten to the sideline because there were about 3 white jerseys there, unless he made an incredible move to get to it. But
well, again, he does have speed.
He does.
"17 seconds on the clock. 3rd and 7 from the 38. Straight drop. Maddock looking to his left. Throws. Passes. Picked off. John Hagan laying out to make the catch. And that is turnover number 3 forced by the Warrior defense in this first half.
Yeah, again, then just the throw wasn't where it needed to be. And give credit to the Warriors. They're right there to pick it off. That was over 2 defenders.
Brainerd will take over at its own 23-yard line. 10 seconds on the clock, and I think they're just going to come out and take a knee and head to the half with a 2-score lead. Maddock will kneel on it back at the 18-yard line. And that'll get us to the half.
Yeah, an uneven half for sure for the Cardinals, but the Warriors taking advantage of opportunities, and that's why they're up 12-0 at this point.
Still a whole half of football to be played. Brainerd, couple of scores late in the second quarter, go to locker room up 12-0. Coon Rapids will get the ball to start the second half. We'll have more from the Cardinal Stadium after this on CTN.
Right here, baby. Look. Uma.
Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Back at the Cardinals Sports Complex, 2 late second quarter touchdowns for the Brainerd Warriors have them in the lead. Coon Rapids will get the ball to start the second half, but Brainerd really broke it open with those 2 touchdowns. Coon Rapids has not allowed them to convert an extra point, a blocked extra point kick, a blocked extra point pass.
Well, it was very sloppy to start this game on both sides, and I know both coaches are probably a little bit concerned, although it wasn't the opener, and you never know what you're going to get. But the fact that Brainerd was able to do a really good job of capitalizing on some things, and then getting that ball late in the half with enough time to go out and punch another touchdown in, giving them that 12-0 lead.
Yeah, 5 turnovers in the first half, 3 for Coon Rapids, 2 for the Brainerd Warriors. The Warriors came out and they started marching right away off the opening possession. They started from their own 20-yard line. They got down into a goal-to-go situation. The Cardinals come up with a big turnover. They got it back. They get back into a goal-to-go situation, and a kick off the upright. There is the first attempt on the strip. Coon Rapids starting to move. That was their biggest offensive play of the first half. Jackson Smith on the receiving end of a 34-yard pass. But 2 interceptions for Brainerd. 1 in the first quarter. The Cardinals able to get it back, but there's the kick off the upright. That was after that interception. The Cardinals come up with an interception. A good first half for Edward Tabla. He was all over the ball on the defensive side, but big block on the punt attempt by Logan Ness. So some good things, but we talk about it. Turnovers and big plays, those are the things that kill you, and the Cardinals just not getting enough big plays on offense. And Kaijon Cummings-Coleman just 3 touches in that first half. That was a 15-yarder there. But Kingsley Freeman had it punched away. He coughs it up, and 3 plays later, it's Damon Bento off to the races, a 70-yard sprint to the end zone, and he was huge in the first half. 20 carries, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cardinals, again, able to deny both extra point attempts, but in the end, they come away with a goose egg on the board and a second interception by Brainerd in the final seconds of that second quarter. Really didn't amount to much, but it stopped the Cardinals, who were trying to threaten and try to get some points on the board before the break.
As you mentioned, they'll get the ball back in the second half, but I think it's really important for them to really develop some chemistry on offense and really try and run that football. You talked about it, only 3 touches for Kaijon Cummings-Coleman. They need to get the ball in his hands more often in the second half. They want to be successful.
Less than 20 yards rushing for the Cardinals, only 40 yards or 60 yards of offense. Meanwhile, 240 yards on offense for the Brainerd Warriors. So just a 12-point lead for the visitors, but they've got a big advantage as far as controlling the pace of the game so far.
They really do. And defensively for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, they need to do a better job of wrapping up ball carries. Yeah, that long run by Bento was something they had the opportunity to make tackles on, and they did not. So that's, again, this is the first game of the season, so an opportunity here for them to come in the second half. If they can go down and score and get some points on the board to start the second half, it'll be huge for the Cardinals.
86 yards of offense for Coon Rapids, Yund officially.
Of course.
242 for the Brainerd Warriors. Maddock in his first varsity start, first half, 6 of 13 for 73 yards, 2 interceptions. Not the way he wanted to start his high school career.
Definitely not. And granted, this is a good Brainerd club. I mean, they're solid. They finished 4-5 last year, but this is a solid club that they're facing. And we talked about it. They did lose to them in the opener last year, 21-6. So here again, coming out in the second half, you just shake off what happened in the first half and go out there and see if you can get a great opportunity to get some points on the board.
Well, we will take a short break and be back with kickoff of the second half. You're watching CTN's live coverage of the 2022 Prep Football Season Opener.
to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Well, they had a little more time on the clock, but they wiped it off and put 12 more minutes up, so we're ready to get the second half underway. Bennett Bernander has definitely proven he's got a big leg. He absolutely crushed the one that he bounced off the field goal post. His first kickoff was halfway into the end zone. Second one clearly was making sure it was kept in the field, trying to get some time off the clock late in that second half. And this one is well into the end zone for a touchback. And that's a weapon.
Oh, yeah,
we
absolutely.
talked about it before they decided to go with that 24-yard field goal attempt. Is, for a high school team to have a kicker that can, A, almost guarantee a touchback, and B, get 3 points on the board for you when you get deep into the offensive end. That's a huge weapon.
Oh, absolutely.
In high school.
There's no question about that, because it's an opportunity for you to
Cardinals
start a
come
shorter
out
field.
throwing, pass complete to Oleman. He's got a block to get him on the outside, down the sidelines and out of bounds, close to the 45. A big gain. They're one of their biggest gains of the night on the first play of this second half.
Well, yeah, and they really have to get some of the momentum back. Obviously, Brainerd has the momentum going into the break, leading 12-0. But just a quick throw. That's what Coach Rustin has wanted to do all game. Give them those quick throws. Let those receivers and your running back get an open space and gain yards after the catch.
Well, not only that, but Lofton Ogroski with a good block to get him the more yardage down the sideline. They're going to try and throw again. Again, it's complete to Oleman. Hit right away at midfield. This is going to get an extra 15. They're going to call it targeting the head. And he caught it, was hit hard. But that's a penalty that Brainerd may argue. But flags came from just about every official on the field
there's
immediately.
A lot of laundry on that field.
And it will be personal foul for head contact.
Yep.
Microphone for our official not working the way it normally does, unfortunately. But that'll get the Cardinals down 1st and 10 at the Brainerd 35-yard line, just 2 plays into this second half.
Well, what we talked about during the break, Joe, is that they've got to come out, start fast, and get points. And so far, so good for the Cardinals after a few plays.
Handoff goes to Freeman up the middle, and
that ball
the
out
ball
again.
came out again, and Brainerd is celebrating.
That's 2.
Not seeing an official, and there is an official pointing. That is the 4th turnover by the Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, you can't expect to win football games if you're turning the ball over 4 times, and we just started the second half. We'll see it again. And ball security has got to be so important. You got to keep both hands on that football. Was his knee down? His knee's
definitely
down. Yeah, his knee is down.
He's definitely down. Yeah, he was very limited in that first half. Had 6 carries for 10 yards and a fumble. But Brainerd gets the benefit of the call and will take over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Getty rolling, pitches, wanting to throw is Wyckoff. He's got a man downfield. That pass is complete. Meseth outrunning the tackle. Touchdown, Brainerd.
Love the call. Love that call. It's a great offensive call. Caught the defense napping, and he got behind the defense, and quickly the turnover turns into points.
A halfback pass, and you can see
no
him
one there.
all along looking downfield, and Jake Merseth was all alone, able to outrun that last-ditch attempt from Manders into the end zone, a 67-yard touchdown. And they will line up to go for 2 again. Play action. Getty rolls out, throws, pass complete, and Wyckoff is across for the 2-point conversion.
And that's what happens when you turn when you turn the ball over, which obviously that wasn't a turnover by the Cardinals, but obviously the officials aren't. I mean, it was, but his knee was definitely on the turf before the ball came out. Unfortunately, they don't look at replay here in high school sports. But then to come right back and to score immediately, that really deflates what Coon Rapids wants to do.
All the time we talk about the killers of a football game. Turnovers and giving up big plays.
Yep.
Gave up a 70-yard touchdown to start the scoring. Now a 67-yard halfback pass from Dylan Wyckoff to Jake Merseth. And it is a 20-0 lead. Getty to Wyckoff for the 2-point conversion.
So now it really takes you out of your game. Now you're down 20-0, and you have to kind of rearrange what you want to do offensively.
And Brainerd right back out there. The second half not even a minute old. Another line drive boot, and that one 3/4 of the way through the end zone. Kaijan wishing he had an opportunity to try and return.
He certainly does.
But again, that's why that is such an effective weapon, to have a kicker like that. Keep playmakers like C-squared from getting the opportunity.
Well, now we'll see how the Cardinal offense responds again here after giving up the ball in their first drive and allowing the defense those points. And you just, again, you have to be able to establish something. And
looking long for Cummings. Coleman comes back to it, and he dropped it. That was right there, and he can't believe he didn't haul that one in.
I mean, yeah, that was an easier catch than the one that he dropped earlier in the first half.
Well, and you look at it, he's arguably the best athlete on the team.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to get him the ball. He had 3 catches for 30 yards in the first half. He did have the one just off of his fingertips, but I think that's the only target that he did not bring in.
Right.
And that one would have been close to 30 yards or more, depending on what happens after he catches it. Bobbled snap, but able to pick it up and scramble is Maddock, and Maddock is going to be close to a first down before he's forced out of bounds. He turned what could have been a really bad negative into a positive.
Yeah, that could have been disastrous for the Cardinals had he not been able to first and foremost get that football. And I said that just goes through his hands.
Yeah, I think much like Kaijan on the play before, is he took his eyes off the ball, and they do give him the first down out to the 30-yard line. So a 10-yard gain. 1st and 10, fresh set of downs for the Cardinals. Play action, pass complete to Oleman, looking for somewhere to go. Nothing there, and he's dropped at the 35 after a gain of 5.
Again, they just need some rhythm, and like we said, now down 20-0, you're forced to throw the ball more than you really wanted to.
Well, and also, in all honesty, they have not been able to run the ball at all.
Nothing.
They had just 13 rushing yards in the first half. Fighting for extra yards is Lofton Ogroski. He's got a first down out across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Again, just getting in a quick rhythm, those quick little throws, allowing your athletes to do the rest. And Maddock just with the Quick throw to the outside, and
First,
be able to pick up the first down.
first throw toward number 19, his first catch of the season, is a first down out to the 42. Handoff. And this is going backwards. It's Mark Manders with a carry out of the backfield. And that did not fool
No.
the Warriors at all.
Well, and we talked about it. The fact that the offensive line has to do a good job of opening holes and certainly protecting.
Loss of 7.
Well, they'll get 5
And
back.
they draw him off sides with the hard count. Well, and you feel kind of bad. I mean, Kingsley Freeman hasn't had the start he wanted, obviously, but you just mentioned it. They're not getting holes for him.
No.
And more importantly, you know, he got to start on offense to start the second half, and then, you know, the turnover is, I'm sure, why he's sidelined for Manders, but it really was a bad call. Play action pass is complete to Jackson Smith. He's got a first down into Brainerd territory at the 41-yard line, a gain of 19.
Yeah, we talk all the time about, and that was a nice play. Nice quick throw, quick rhythm throw from Maddock to Smith. Again, just that quick little step back and quick release of the ball.
Jackson Smith's made a couple of
Yes.
catches here. He's
has.
got a great physique for a receiver. Lines up in the split end position and big, tall, long arms. Maddock running for his life, trying to turn upfield, and does. Picks up some yardage, gets out of bounds, close to the 35.
Well, a couple of times, Jacob Maddock has made something out of nothing. And again, just using his opportunity to get to the corner and get to the edge and then just try and pick up some positive yardage, which he did.
Gain of 6 yards. Good block thrown there by Oleman to get some pressure off of him. It'll make it 2nd and 4. Maddock throwing, wobbly, tipped, incomplete. Unfortunate that wasn't picked off. As Brandon Stark stopped up and was able to get some fingers on the ball. And that one just didn't come out of his hand the way he wanted it to.
And Kai John's beating himself up quite a bit here tonight. And that's not his fault. That's something that would have been a difficult catch because of the fact that it was tipped.
He still wanted it.
Of
Hand
course.
off to Manders and nothing there, a yard, and it'll bring up 4th and 4.
Now you put yourself in a 4th down situation where you're forced, obviously, to keep this drive alive by making it.
Cardinals will go for it on 4th and 3. Down 20 here in the third quarter. Maddock trying to draw him off, get a free first. The Warriors stand strong. Handoff Manders, and he is stopped. Cardinals will turn it over on downs.
Oh, it started like a good opportunity here for Coon Rapids, has ended in a turnover on downs.
It was about their best offensive possession. They were moving the ball, moving the chains. They hadn't faced a third down until that last series. But the Warriors will take over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Pitch goes to Isaac Vanek. No, that's Dylan McLaughlin. It's one of the number 23s.
Well, and again, that's just a good play by your defense. They use their speed on the edge to get to the ball carrier and limit it to no gain.
Loss of a yard. And the defense needs to come up big here.
They do.
They need to come up with a stop. They need to get the ball back, and hopefully with decent field position. I mean, it's not desperation time, but Bento swallowed up after a very short gain. He's back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10.
What the Cardinals need here is a 3 and out.
By a host of Cardinals for a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 10.
Third and 10. Dropping back is Getty. Gets it away to Bento, complete. He's going to be stopped well shy of the first down. It'll bring up 4th and about 3.
That will bring the punt unit in for the Warriors. So again, just make sure tackling is so important. You make sure you get him before he gets to that marker.
Cam Ross doing a nice job getting him around
Holding
the waist and making sure he held on. High punt, not very long. The Cardinals will clear. Now they'll scoop it up. Cummings Coleman spins away from a tackle, trying to make something happen. Gets outside, cross midfield.
It's coming back.
And unfortunately it is. We got a late flag coming in as well. So there's some laundry on the field that'll need to be sorted out.
I think it might have been a block in the back on the initial
first
call.
one.
Yep.
And I don't know if the late one was a late hit out of bounds.
Let's see what our officials sort out.
Illegal block. That is declined. Holding will be accepted.
So two fouls, penalties on the Cardinals after a nice return by Cummings Coleman. I mean, that's what he brings to this team is the ability to turn the corner and then push it upfield.
And make people miss.
And make people miss because he's got that speed and elusiveness. But it makes it.
I think the hold was the initial one, and they the late one was a crackback block.
Yeah.
But the hold, because it happened further back down the field, is the one they accept. So Coon Rapids will start 1st and 10 from its own 25-yard line. Maddock throwing for Oleman. Met immediately and stopped by Brandon Stark.
Yeah, Stark, again, that's sure tackling, and you make sure you do not allow that receiver to get away from you. And Stark did a great job. Textbook tackle here as he's able to wrap him up and push him to the turf. Elman wasn't going anywhere.
Just a 1-yard gain. Maddock wants to go long, airs it out, caught by Oleman down the left sideline. A first down into Brainerd territory.
And that was a pretty pass by Maddock, maybe his best of the night. He was able to lay it out right where Oleman was able to get it. He had a defender with him, but Maddock put it towards the sideline, so allowing Oleman run under it. Just over the defender. This beautiful throw.
32-yard gain sets him up 1st and 10 at the Brainerd 42. Handoff goes to Kingsley Freeman. His biggest run of the night as he forces his way forward for a gain of 8.
And you know Kingsley's going to make sure he protects that football.
Even after he's on the ground.
Exactly.
Handoff goes to number 24, Kingsley Freeman. And the Warriors number 71, Caleb Lang. It's a 7-yard pickup on the play. 2nd and 3.
Clock definitely in favor of the Brainerd Warriors, but still a lot of football to be played. Handoff to Freeman again. Met immediately at the line. He'll gain a yard. It'll be 3rd and short.
Yeah, and you look at Freeman, who's definitely a different back from David Jeebley from a year ago. Jeebley had that really the great lower body strength, and he was able to churn through that line.
A bigger offensive line last year as well.
Yeah, much bigger offensive line.
But you talked about it early on, a lot of replacements on both sides of the ball. Freeman on 3rd and short, dragged down for a short loss. It'll be 4th and 2.
Well, this is a big 4th down for the Cardinal offense. They need to pick this one up.
Well, the Warriors, to their credit, have done a nice job when the Cardinals have tried to run the bubble screen.
Yep.
They have covered it well. They protect on the edges very well. But, yeah, you have to be able to move the chains, and they do. The pass complete to Jeebley, and he's stopped just shy of the 25-yard line.
Cummings Coleman.
Yeah.
See, it was my fault. It was my fault. You can blame me on that one.
Cummings Coleman, yes.
Yeah.
Has the first down. Ball placed right at the 25. A huge 4th down conversion. Freeman sprints out to the left. Pass goes over the middle, complete to Smith. He's got a first down inside the 10-yard line.
And that play's been working all night for the 3 opportunities that anyway that the Cardinals have attempted it. And Smith doing a really good job of just coming across and making that catch and picking up some additional yardage. That time good protection and a quick throw from Maddock.
And again, he's a big, tall target.
Yep.
Good hands, long arms. 1st and goal from the 9. Maddock rolling to his right. He's going to run it, looking for room. Dives forward and out of bounds just shy of the 5-yard line.
Boy, and he holds that football out as well. He's got to make sure that he pulls that in once the defender gets to him.
Oh, they're going to place him at the 7. It looked like he got a little more yardage than that from here anyway.
You see him tuck it in after that, but yeah, he's holding that ball out.
So 2nd and goal from the 7. Play action, pass for Jeebley, and it is indeed interference in the end zone. Okay. It'll be 1st and goal at the 1.
I put the David Jeebley name in your head.
Did I just say
yeah,
it
you
again?
did it again.
Dang it. Cummings Coleman.
Yes, you go. C squared.
C squared.
Yeah, and that ball.
Oh, yeah. He might have been there a little
early. He mugged him.
Wait, did he just say 2nd down? High school rules, so
Yeah.
they don't get automatic first?
Nope.
And it's half the distance instead of... It's my first game of the year, too.
Well,
give me a break.
Hey, both of us, give me a break. Get off my back.
Cummings Coleman, the man in motion. Little fumble on the give, but he fights it off and gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals needed that. They needed to get on the board. They need a little positivity here this evening, and they certainly got it there on that play. And Cummings-Coleman getting the first score of the year for the Coon Rapids Cardinals.
A little bobble on the shovel pass. And he's able to reel it in and then cut it upfield and lower his shoulder, a la David Jeebley.
Yep. Yeah, he dished out a little bit of punishment as he
gets his way
spins
to
into the end zone.
Patro's kick is up and good, and that one might get out to Highway 10. He booted that one well through, and you know that shows that he can be that weapon too.
Absolutely.
And we'll have to see as the season goes on if they get into those situations where they might think about a 25, 35-yard field goal. But the Cardinals are on the board, 20-7.
Well, John told me he's comfortable from 40.
Did he really?
Did tell me that.
I like that kind of confidence.
Got to have the confidence like that. I like it as well.
And the defense has to be able to come out and get another big stop.
Yes.
Get the offense the ball back once more, or twice more as the case may be. The fans section, white out. Brainerd fans apparently got the memo because they have a whiteout over there as well.
Well, you know, it's still summer. You can wear white now.
Just for another week.
Yeah, just for another week, then you can't. Just till Labor Day.
There's a quick look at the Brainerd sideline, and their fans that made the journey down have definitely had a lot to cheer about so far.
I see Jeremy Shepard taking Kaijan Cummings and going to check something out.
That's
Cummings-Coleman.
not good, but he's in good hands.
He's in great hands.
Cardinals go onside, and they got it! They got it! Perfectly done, and Hunter Thompson is there to get it for the Cardinals.
Never would have thought that that's what they were going to do. Caught the Warriors
completely
off guard. Yep. See it again.
A perfect onside kick, too. I mean, he caught it in the air. That was beautiful.
Yes, it was. There's a better angle as you're going to see Thompson coming underneath it. And he's just going to dive.
And there were no Warriors that had any opportunity. And Brainerd's going to take a timeout.
Well, C-squared
They're reeling a little.
Yeah, he's okay. He was out on the field with his helmet.
Probably the first one.
Yeah.
Let me at him.
Exactly.
I love the competitiveness of that kid, too.
Oh, yeah.
So much fun to watch.
So much confidence.
Well, he's a gifted athlete.
Yes,
no
he
doubt.
is.
But he's got a lot of confidence, but still a humble guy.
Yep. Oh,
And,
yeah, absolutely.
And, yeah, he was a lot of fun to watch during football last season when we first saw him. And we talked about him a lot. Maybe not as much as we talked about David Jeebley.
Right.
But this year we will. And I'll try not to call him David Jeebley the rest of the year. That's my goal.
Okay. Well, I think you'll attain that goal.
But he did, and then during the basketball season, I mean, he just took what we already thought of him being pretty impressive and just took it to a completely different level.
Well, he said to me that first practice, he said, wait till I can show you my dunks during the basketball season. I said, let's get the end zone first, and then we'll talk about dunks.
Maddock looking to throw for Kaijan again, and he's going to draw another flag. And there was definite contact.
Yes, there was.
Stark's going, what, me?
Yeah.
Me?
Come on, that wasn't me. Even though I'm the only one there, that wasn't me.
But yeah, there was definitely plenty of contact before the ball
another
arrived.
look at that.
You can't
he's holding his jersey. Oh yeah, definitely impeding his ability to catch the football.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No.
But at the same time, he had to do that. If he does not, that's 6 points.
Exactly.
Pass interference is called on the Warriors. That's a 15-yard penalty and another Cardinals.
That'll move it up to the 26-yard line. But yeah, you don't want to give him space because he's so dangerous, but at the same time, if you don't give him space, he'll run right past.
Oh, absolutely.
But if they slide a safety over to give extra coverage, then the other guys could hurt you. Quarterback sweep, and the Warriors were ready. Not a lot there for Maddock. He dives forward for a gain of 3, maybe 4.
Well, you talk about confidence level now, swinging over to the Coon Rapids Cardinals sideline after that touchdown and then the successful onside kick. You and I talked about it at half. You got to get the ball in the hands of number 2, and that's what they've been doing.
Or just throw it at him. Or just throw it at him.
Exactly. Because
that works too.
Yeah.
Because he's drawn a couple of big interference plays. Bubble screen goes to the other side. The catch by Ogroski. He's got a first down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line.
Under a minute remaining here in quarter number 3. But yeah, again, just a nicely designed play. Get those short throws completed, and let your receivers get an open space and get that first down, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, and a good time for that call. They went play action against the blitz, drew the defense in, and the other receivers out there gave a couple of nice blocks, and Ogroski able to get the first down. He's got 2 catches, 2 first downs. Cardinals set up at the 14. Maddock drops back, wants Kaijan in the end zone, and again
there's another flag.
Interference. And Stark is
he's having a tough night against Kaijan. Was it push off on Kaijan? I don't know. Let's take another look at that. He's looking for the ball. He did push.
Yeah, but Stark never.
Well, no, and he's not looking for the ball.
They are calling it offensive,
yeah.
though. Interesting. He did push off a little bit, but Stark never looks for the ball. Yeah, he definitely got pushed there. Just let him hit you.
Offensive pass interference on the Cardinals. That's a 15-yard penalty. Placing the ball at the 29-yard line.
So that'll back him up, and we'll see how that affects their momentum. So now it's 1st and 20, or 1st and 25 from the 29. Freeman swings out to the right. They pass it to him. Looking for a block, has a hole, trying to slip a tackle, and then thrown down just shy of the 25-yard line, a gain of about 3. And they need more than that.
They definitely do.
But that is going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Coon Rapids is on the board. They have the ball. They're threatening. Still, they trail 27. We'll be back with the 4th quarter after this on CTN. Back at the Cardinals Sports Complex. It's been a crazy game so far. A lot of turnovers in the first half. Cardinals come out, convert, get to the end zone, get the onside kick, get a couple of pass interference calls, and then an offensive pass interference call. And now it's 2nd and 22 from the Brainerd 26.
If the Cardinals can get some points here on this drive, certainly momentum will have changed.
Well, and they're 100% in 4-down territory.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You know, down by 13. I don't think they're going to kick field goals.
I do not. I believe you.
Maddock with time, throws right side, wants Coleman. Incomplete, just a bit too far. I'm sorry, that was Smith down the right side. And that'll bring up 3rd and long.
Stark is covering on the other side, where Coleman was not. Yeah, just a little bit too long.
3rd and 22.
Now Cummings Coleman is over on that right side.
Let's see if they target up
3
here.
receivers on the left. Maddock rolls that way. Looks back, wants Kaijan in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Oh, just a beautiful play. You draw the defense to the other side and you let Kaijan go to the post. Just a beautiful play, a nice throw. And Cummings able to make the catch. Coleman Cummings able to make the catch.
And
Cummings,
Stark
Coleman able to make the catch.
And Stark maybe a little bit wary. He's had a couple of flags thrown at him for interference. He doesn't want to get there early. Got his head turned around, but he lost the receiver, and Cummings Coleman able to reel it in at the back of the end zone. And the Cardinals out to attempt an extra point. Patru puts it through on a line drive. I was a little worried that he might have shanked it.
I was too.
Again, he hammered it through.
All of a sudden, the Cardinals are only down by 6 after trailing 20-0.
Down by 5. No, 6.
6.
You're right. They got the 2-point conversion. I know how to add.
Yeah, it's Minneapolis math. We talk about that all over the years. 3 plus 2 is 32. 4 plus 5 is 45.
Well, I was thinking they had 2 missed extra points,
Nope,
but then
they
had
did get the 2-pointer.
2-point conversion, so it's not like I have it written down right in front of me or anything.
Hey, it's our first game. We'll get it right eventually by game 5.
Hey, if you cut out every 3rd play, I've done good
Hey, it's
today.
been perfect.
I've been good tonight, except for
If you go back what Ghibli played last year, you're right on.
There you see Jeremy Shepard working on the cramps for Kaijan. 2 touchdowns for C-squared here in this second half, and his team right back in it. Now does Brainerd put some more hands guys up front? They play that second line a little shorter.
Well, this time I think they kick away.
I would assume so. Well, the defense did a nice job in between of, they haven't had an in-between yet.
Yep.
But the one time that Brainerd had the ball here in the second half, they did a nice job of getting it back quickly. This one back into the end zone, a touchback. Wyckoff was hoping for a return, but not to happen.
A couple of scores for C-squared. A nice run to the outside. It does a nice job of cutting it upfield. And then he's got that speed that he's able to get around that corner and certainly behind defenders. And we've been seeing him do that. And a little bit of a bobble, but he's going to turn it up into the middle and able to spin into the end zone. And then, of course, that catch that he just made at the back of the end zone for him to score.
Nice tippy toe at the back.
Yep.
So, yeah, defenses last time on the field, they were able to get them 3 and out. Of course, Brainerd's first possession of the second half was 2 plays, and they got the halfback pass for 67 yards. Not sure if that was a broken play or if it was designed for
Getty
to run, but he picks up a couple. lost the helmet in the process.
Well, he didn't run much last year. He ran 39 times, but he was negative 44 yards.
Well, and that may include sacks.
Sacks or kneel down.
2 yards brings up 2nd and 8. Getty will hand off. And again, the Bulldogs. Bento close to another first down. Big third down coming up for the Cardinals. The 3rd and 3. Oh, they call it 3rd and 2. It's a long 2, short 3.
Big opportunity
Big
here for
play
the defense.
either way.
Yep.
Hand off to Bento, and he is hit, but able to force his way across the 30 and get the first down. Cardinals initially able to get the stop, but not able to hold him, and Bento wills his way across the marker and moves the chains.
Well, and this is a big drive for Brainerd because they want to reestablish some momentum here.
Bento. Oh no, the handoff instead goes to Holbrook, and that caught everybody by surprise. A little inside reverse and a first down into Coon Rapids territory. Little counter reverse, and Holbrook able to turn it upfield for a nice gain.
Elijah Tablet comes up a little bit injured, but he's going to stay out there.
$20 yards on the carry. 1st and 10 will be from the 48, and we've got some discussion from the guys in stripes. If there's a problem with the clock.
I don't know. I didn't see any laundry on the field.
Yep, there's something
going on.
Something with the clock. There they go. They got it.
Yep, 10:05.
Back. First and 10 for the Warriors from just inside the Cardinal territory. Getty hands off to Bento. Nice hole, cuts to the left, finds the sideline. He's got another big gain, forced out of bounds inside the 25. He's well over the 200-yard mark for the evening.
Well, I know Coach Freed told his guys, let's keep this ball on the ground. Let's establish the run again. We were so successful with it earlier.
I think except for the one pass, the halfback pass they've run, they did second play of this. Oh, it was first play. It was one play of their first drive. They've only thrown one other pass since the interception. Getty started the night 5 for 5, then threw the interception, didn't throw another pass the rest of the first half. Handoff goes to Bento, again finds that left side, forced out of bounds after another good gain, marked out just shy of the 20-yard line.
Apparently, I only give shout-outs to guys named Mike Forga, another guy that another buddy I know watching the game tonight. Mike, thanks for watching, and hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. And the best in the business, Joseph Young.
What about Mike O'Gorick?
Mike O'Gorick, but
he's watching the game right here. 2nd and 3, another handoff to Bento, a big hole up the middle. He's got a first down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, just establishing themselves, getting back into the rhythm of running the football, controlling the point of attack. Again, we talked about it earlier, that offensive line for Brainerd had done a really nice job of moving that defensive front for Coon Rapids.
First and 10 from the 13. Handoff up the middle, and not a lot there this time for Holbrook. Is able to get down inside the 15 to the 14, or inside the 10 to the 9, so a gain of 4.
Well, if you're gonna go on the Mike theme, it's Mike DuPont is also here watching the game. So there's a lot of mics up here, including the ones we're talking into.
Bento back in the backfield now with Getty on 2nd and 6. He'll get the carry, and they'll reverse again to Holbrook. He's got a first down, stopped just shy of the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah, I mean, they're, again, doing a good job of controlling the clock here, too, and taking time off of it, and looking to see if they can get another score here to answer what the 14 Coon Rapids have scored against them after that 20-0 lead.
And a timeout for the Warriors. 9 plays to go from the 20-yard line down to the 1. I think that's the 1 reception for Bento. But, boy, as he carried the rock, he carried it well. He had 20 carries in the first half for 180 yards, 2 touchdowns. This 70-yard sprint was the first score of the evening. I don't have Harley Schultz here to tell me exactly what his up-to-the-minute numbers are, but
Harley will be back. He's just going to miss this evening's game. And
he is
be back in the saddle.
Had 5 of the 9 carries in this drive. On 1st and goal, he'll get the rock, and he'll get stopped for a loss of 2.
Cardinals defense trying to come up big here.
So, another shout out to a college friend, Coon Rapids graduate Andy Dwyer, who lives up in the Brainerd area.
Oh, like it. It's the shout out Friday.
Play action. Getty rolls in trouble, looking, throws, and nearly picked off.
Oh.
And yes, he got the feet
Oh my
down.
God.
What a pick by Dominic Oleman. Or no, it's Edward Tabla.
It's Edward Tabla.
I saw this. Yeah, I thought I saw 10. It's Edward Tabla. Talk about a night number 40.
Well, and you got to give him credit to the defensive front for putting pressure on Geddes. He's able to try to roll his. Look at the red jersey. He's going to have to get rid of this football, and he throws it, but it's tough to see from that angle. Let's see.
Oh,
did he get a foot in?
He drags the toes.
Yeah, he dragged his toe.
Wow.
All he needs is 1.
That was impressive, and right in front of our friendly cameraman. I'm not sure which station he's from, but I wonder if that makes the highlights tonight. What a catch by Edward Tabla. The Cardinals get the ball back, trailing by just 6 in this 4th quarter.
You talk about a big play.
They fake the give to Freeman, and Maddock on the run. He's got a first down and more, staying in bounds, fighting his way out close to midfield.
There's one thing about this Cardinal team, down 20-0. They certainly did not give up. There is so much fight in this squad. And Maddock doing a good job of just sidestepping, getting around the corner.
And staying in bounds. I guarantee the Warriors thought he was just going to go out of bounds. He's a quarterback after all. 24-yard gain out to the 44-yard line. 7:18 on the clock here in the 4th quarter. Maddox steps back, throws long, wants to get it to Kaijan, but overthrown, and with him step for step again was Brandon Stark.
Yeah, Brandon Stark has to be thinking to himself every time he lines up against number 2, so I can't let him get behind me.
But you also can't give him so much space and let him catch it in front of you.
I agree as well.
He's shifty.
He is shifty.
And fast.
Oh, quick.
2nd and 10. Maddock throws left, complete to Oleman, hit immediately and dropped after a gain of about 4. That'll bring up a big 3rd down for both the Coon Rapids offense and the Brainerd defense.
Yes.
Brainerd defense has been on the field a lot in this second half.
Yes, they have.
3rd and 6 from the 48. And they will get a free 5, the 3rd time that the Warriors have jumped offside by the hard count.
I was going to say that Maddock did a great job of getting him offside.
And that'll make it 3rd and 1, much more manageable into Brainerd territory.
We'll see if number 8 wants to take this himself.
Would it be too obvious if number 2 goes in motion that the shovel pass might be coming? 3rd and 1. Maddock does want to take it. He'll find a hole. He'll get the 1st down across the 45 to the 44.
Again, continuing to keep this drive rolling.
Needed 1, got 3.
Brainerd trying to rip that ball away from him, doing a good job of making sure he kept his 2 arms on it, 2 hands on it.
And now the Cardinals really want to make sure they take their time, because while they trail, the clock is kind of their friend as long as they have possession. Maddock, lots of time, over the top, incomplete, looking for Ogroski. Coverage was there from John Hagan. Bring up 2nd down.
And tried to get him behind that defense, and on it, he got it on his hands. Just couldn't get both hands around it.
Maddock rolling out, throws, passes, incomplete, looking for Smith. It'll be 3rd and long.
Well, and he had Smith too. It just the throw wasn't there.
Well, and he's getting a lot more time to
is.
look than he did in the first half. And
Absolutely.
part of that, I think, is that the Warrior defense is a little bit tired. They've spent, again, a lot of time on the field in this second half.
But again, have to be so concerned for the skill players on this the Cardinal squad. Watch number 2.
He's split out wide to the right. Maddock rolling that way, in a lot of trouble, and dumped for about a 20-yard loss. And the Cardinals are going to be forced to punt. Good pressure coming from the edge that time from Mitchell Wind.
Yeah, again, just not winning that battle up front will force the Cardinals to punt the ball away. And that's an unfortunate situation, because they had that momentum going and they were driving the football. It's a little less than 5 minutes remaining in this contest. They're going to turn the ball over to the Warriors, putting pressure on their defense to make a stop against that running game.
Dylan Wyckoff awaits the Patru punt. It's a line drive, and he's going to have to let it bounce because red jerseys were swarming, and it'll be down. And now the clock swings back in favor of the Warriors.
Absolutely.
Whoever has possession in a close game. And the Coon Rapids defense cannot allow them to just chew up yardage in chunks and run that clock down. Cardinals do have all 3 of their timeouts, trailing this game by 6. Handoff goes to Bento, and Bento will be stopped for very little gain.
Yeah, if the Cardinal defense can somehow manage to force a 3 and out, I mean, that's obviously what they're doing. There's still plenty of time.
Second and 9 from their 19. Handoff to Bento again hit immediately, but able to fight through it and pick up about 5. It'll be third down.
A big third down coming up for both sides of the football.
Perhaps the biggest third down of the night so far, as we get under 3.5 minutes to play in this season opener. Inside reverse, this time the Cardinals were all over it, and they will force them 3 and out. Cardinals will take a timeout.
The tablet again on the tackle. Boy, he's been all over the field. He's had a phenomenal game.
You know, C-squared certainly would be in the conversation, but Edward Tabla certainly could be considered for player of the game. He has been fantastic.
Yes, he has. Well, you called on your defense to get the job done, and they have done so here on this drive. And now you're going to get an opportunity to put the ball back in the hands of your offense with an opportunity to go down and see if they can win this game. Depending on where, I mean, they should get fairly decent field position here.
Mark Manders and Kaijon Cummings-Coleman are back to receive. The punt from Ryan Kennedy. Kennedy standing at his own 10-yard line. Cardinals return men right around their own 40. Relaying a message through Athletic Director Kurt Walrath, assuming to adjust something on
maybe
the
clock. No.
And now we are ready. Kennedy, high snap, brings it down, gets off a good high punt. It's short. Manders calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 46-yard line.
Well, again, good field position to start this drive here with 3:02 remaining in the contest. Cardinals trailing by 6.
Call it the 47. So good field position, but you've got to be moving the football.
Yes, you do.
And it all comes down to this, and you know, especially after the touchdown on the turnover and then a quick strike touchdown that put them up 20-0. Fake the give, and Maddock on the carry. He's going to be taken out of bounds, just shy of a first down. We've seen teams in the past that would have rolled over.
Absolutely.
This team absolutely
That's what
did
I said.
not.
There's all fight in this squad. This squad does not give up The squad says, you know what, you get ahead of us 20-0, we're going to make a game out of it, and they certainly have.
And I mean, how many just fantastic plays have we seen here in game number 1 of the season? An onside kick, an interception in the end zone, dragging the toes. Kingsley Freeman gets a nice hole. He's got a first down inside the 35-yard line.
And you want to give that young man confidence after a couple of fumbles in this game. You want to make sure
one that wasn't really a fumble.
Well, one that wasn't a fumble, but as you corrected me, yes, it was. But it was not.
It wasn't, but it was.
It wasn't, but it was. The officials called it a fumble, but his knee was definitely down.
1st and 10 from the 34. Fake the give. Maddock trying to get to the outside.
There's a hold.
Absolutely. It was so blatant and easy to see. And that's going to back the Cardinals up.
That's the last thing they needed. Oh, the chain broke, and do they have? I wonder if they have backup chains. Hey, run to the closet and get that, will you?
From now on, it'll be 1st and 9.5.
Yeah. Here, just hold this one. Hold it up high.
It's Jeff Amon over there holding the down marker. Whoops. So 2nd and 24, because it happened behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 48-yard line. Or 1st and 24, I should say. Sorry. Play action. Throw. Looking for Ogroski, and he got crossed up a little bit, incomplete. And it's tough call, 2nd and 24, 1st and 24 on that one, but you got to get chunks.
I was just going to say, you do.
I don't know that you go for the home run ball right away.
I totally agree with you. And you got to, I mean, as a defense, you got to know where number 2 is in the field, but they certainly want to look his way.
And don't forget Smith.
No.
Smith's had some big.
Kaijan left early. That's going to make it 2nd and 29.
And back on their side of the field.
2:21 remaining in the contest.
Second and a whole bunch. Maddock drops back, throws long, wants Cummings. Coleman has him! Breaks free! Touchdown, Cardinals!
Are you kidding me? How do you not protect that? I think if you're a defense, you got to actually move a safety over to help him. But that time, Cummings Coleman makes the catch, gets an opportunity to break away from the play, and scores. Does leave a fair amount of time.
Beautifully thrown pass
absolutely.
from Maddock. He had time to set up in the pocket. He laid it right over the top of the defender Stark. And Kaijan Cummings Coleman runs underneath of it, makes the catch, and then runs free to the end zone. 53 yards. We've got a tie game with the extra point coming. Patru's kick is up and good. The Cardinals have scored 21 unanswered to take a lead by a single point with 2:13 remaining.
Now look how important. We'll take another look at it again. Good protection for him, and he's able to unleash that pass. And as you mentioned, what a perfect pass. Drops it right into the bucket. And he's able to get into the end zone. How big was that interception by Tablet in the goal? Unbelievable.
Anyone who left early will be so sad.
Guess they're going to have to watch the read. At CTN Coon Rapids on YouTube.
Now the defense needs to go out and do that same thing. The pressure all on the visiting sideline. Brainerd had a 67-yard halfback pass touchdown on their first offensive play of this second half, and that gave them a 20-0 lead. The Cardinals offense took the next possession down, punched it in the end zone, got an onside kick, went and got in the end zone again. And then after Brainerd stormed down the field, Edward Tabla comes up with that huge interception in the end zone late. And the offense comes through.
Well, now you put the pressure on Coach Nienaber's defense here with 2:13 remaining in the contest, and the Cardinals up by 1. Oh,
this
I
one
love that.
booted and no chance for a return as Wyckoff backpedals into the end zone.
Take another look at it. Good protection up front. Maddox going to unleash that pass. And Coleman, again, dropping that in the bucket. A little bit of a push, but he got away with it. Nonetheless.
It's only illegal if they call it.
Exactly. Again, the cramps affecting
3 touchdowns for the Cardinals, all for number 2, Kaijon Cummings-Coleman.
Yeah, and the players trying to get this crowd into the game. You got to get up and get on your feet. You got to make it really difficult for this Brainerd offense. Red's in the house as always.
Getty with Bento in the backfield with him. Looks to throw, has not done a lot of it, has lots of time, throws over the middle. This is incomplete. A lot of red jerseys there. They got to the ball first. This time it was Elijah Tabla making first contact.
Boy, if somebody could have been able to, there were 3 red jerseys around there, somebody been able to come up with the ball as it held up for a second. Logan Ness trying to get that football, bring it in. Doesn't take a lot of time off the clock, 2:04 now.
Second and 10. Getty chased. Flag on the field. Throw over the middle. This is incomplete as it was broken up by Hunter Thompson.
The only thing I can think of is a hold on Brainerd, where the flag was thrown at that part of the field. We'll see what they call.
And which is more important, the 10 yards? Oh, illegal formation.
Illegal formation.
I was going to say the extra yards or the down. You got to take the down.
I would definitely take the down.
So 3rd and 10 from the 20. And same goes as I said earlier. I don't know that you go for the home run right away. They've tried to go 30 yards on 1st and 2nd down. Now they're in a 3rd and 10 situation. Bento has been the man for them, but now they take that away from him. Low snap, they got it to Bento, and he is stopped after a gain of 4.
And then more importantly, the clock will continue to roll. A little surprised that Brainerd hasn't called a timeout. Save some of that clock, but so that's going to be 4th down. And a big stop here trying to come up for the defenses. The players and the coaching staff trying to get this crowd into it.
Yeah, Warriors have 2 timeouts remaining. 4th and 6 from their 24. This is the ball game. Warriors had this one up 20-0 early in the second half. Getty under pressure as the blitz comes, finds room. Now Chase sacked, and the Cardinals will take over on down.
Wow, what a great job by the defense there. They pressured Getty all night long. Great coverage downfield, Joe, on a couple of passes that were broken up. And then you can see Zach Nienaber, the defensive coordinator for Coon Rapids, high-fiving everybody on the sideline. There's a flag down. There's a flag down. There's a flag down. There's a flag down.
Well, 4 and outs.
Let's see what they call. Was it a sideline warning, maybe?
A hush has fallen over the home crowd.
Don't like to see laundry
but
on the
if
field.
it's a dead ball foul, it doesn't change the fact it'll be Cardinal ball.
Absolutely, and if it's excessive celebration or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a dead ball foul, so the Cardinals still have the football.
And that's fine. That's okay. I'm okay with that, as long as it didn't take the ball out of their hands.
And the Cardinals are 107 away from stealing away a victory, a game they were down 3 scores in the second half, and they storm back. They have a 1-point lead. Brainerd can stop the clock twice, but the Cardinals will be able to run the ball out, run out the clock. They're going to take a knee. And Brainerd, knowing that even if they take those timeouts, they are going to take it.
They'll take it with 55 ticks remaining on the clock.
And I still don't understand why if you're going to kneel on the ball, don't you go up under center?
Well, yeah.
And not
instead
drop
of
back 7 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, for the Cardinals, it doesn't matter. Even if they were forced to punt it, that extra yardage doesn't really matter. But I don't understand that, except for the fact that in this offense, they're not used to snapping it from under
No,
center.
they're definitely not.
And there's a lot of high school teams that almost never get up under center, which, again, I don't understand. I think it's a formation you should at least develop.
On the clock, it's going to continue to run.
46. So, yeah, they lose 6-7 yards every time.
Every time. But, no, they're not stopping the clock.
Cardinals kneel down one more time, and the celebration begins. Kingsley Freeman pulling off the backflip in celebration.
Wow.
Cartwheel into a backflip.
Well, you made the point, Joe, earlier in this after when the Cardinals made that comeback. They could have hung their heads down 20-0, but they did not, and they continued to fight and claw and work their way back to the game. And the defense came up big on that last drive, getting the ball back for the offense. But you talk about MVPs in this game, and you've got one on defense, and you've certainly got one on offense.
I think you got a couple on defense.
You might have a couple on defense. Logan Ness played well.
Coming up with the block on the punt.
But that interception in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
By far.
And Edward Tabla was all
over
the field on defense. And Kaijan, as we talked about, had 3 touches for 30 yards in the first half. He had 3 touchdowns in the second half. And the Cardinals score 21 unanswered to start the season 1-0.
And what a win! What a win! Get the opening victory here at home, and especially this opportunity down that they were. A lot of celebration on the sideline.
Yeah,
these young men should be very proud of the effort that they put forth here tonight.
Pretty crazy turn of events. What a way to kick off the 2022 season.
Unbelievable.
And it only gets more exciting from here. Unfortunately, we will not be there next week in St. Francis.
No, there's a little. They don't have room for us there.
We will have a camera. We will have a live stream with no announcers.
Correct.
But you'll hear the crowd sound, and
But if you want to come over to Joe's and I are gonna call the game from his house.
Right. Second half was pretty much all Cardinals, although it started with a fumble, which on further review, the knee was down. But then their very first play They go with the halfback pass, Wyckoff to Merced for 67 yards in the score. And that put Brainerd up 20-0. But the Cardinals get a touchdown, then get the beautifully executed onside kick. Then it's the long pass to Kaijon Cummings-Coleman. Then the interception by Edward Tabla, and I didn't think he was in bounds, but upon further review, what a great call.
Yes, it was.
By the official as he dragged his feet. And then it looked as if Brainerd might be able to seal this as they pressured the Cardinals and backed them up, but a long bomb over the top, Kaijon into the end zone, and the Cardinals steal away the victory at the end.
They really did. They really, really did. What a great effort by these young men. And I know Coach Russell, don't give up. Keep fighting. Play to the very last whistle, and they certainly did.
Well, and certainly anybody who was on the fence about whether or not to keep fighting now knows this is what happens when you keep fighting. And the defense came up huge. They gave up a couple of really big plays in this game. The 70-yard touchdown run by Bento in the first half that started the scoring. The 67-yard halfback pass that caught him by surprise early in the second half. But the last two times that Brainerd had the football, 3 and out, and then four plays, turnover on downs.
Yeah, it's just so exciting. I know I saw the Star Tribune reporter, John Malaya, was here earlier. Hopefully he did not leave because he'd see the way that this game turned out, because the Cardinals earned this victory, and what a way to start the season out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I look forward to seeing them the rest of the way. At the half, the offense never got any rhythm.
Nope.
We were a little unsure as to what to expect the rest of the way. Second half, a completely different. And it started out kind of the same, right? They turned it over,
yeah,
and then
absolutely.
the defense gave up a big, and we're like, oh, no.
Here we go.
And then, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow is right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So much fun. So many great, exciting plays in that first half.
Anytime you can get 21 unanswered points, your team has been I don't know what Coach Rustin said to him in the halftime, but it certainly turned things around. They did give that first touchdown up, but after that, I'll tell you, they did such a great job of winning this game and just continuing to play strong and continuing to say, you know what, we can get this done, and they certainly did.
Lots of smiles, lots of celebration on the sidelines, and it's well-deserved. The Coon Rapids Cardinals come from behind to score a 21-20 victory in this season opener, Howie. And it's just kicking off a whole season of CTN coverage. We've got boys and girls soccer live on Monday, the doubleheader. And we're off and running for the 2022 fall. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. We want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.